Hi, and I guess Happy New Year. It's the first sale of 2017. Brad Ward here with Ward's Auctions. Just before we get started on this first sale of the year, just a reminder that we are in conjunction with the Bud Haynes Auctions out of Red Deer. They still maintain an office in Red Deer, so we still say out of Red Deer. Cataloging already for the April 22nd firearms auction, which already has probably 230 or 40 lots on the website now, wardsauctions.com or budhaynesauctions.com. Gets you to the same place. And a large majority of what's on the sale now is good collectible antique stuff, including some of the most rare and weird, even if you want, items that you'll ever see. Just a couple of them here. It doesn't get any more unusual. This is a cane, which is actually a little firearm. It's not classified as a firearm anymore. It's an oddity and it's an unusual caliber, so you don't even have to have a license to own it. But there it would be loaded, and there you do that to pop down the trigger and then shoot somebody should you be walking around and run into Jack the Ripper or something like that. So there's one of the oddities. Here's another one that's in antique class. So those of you that are not firearms people will be automatically confused about the different classes. This particular one is classed as an antique, and because it's impossible to get ammunition for it anymore, that you don't need to consider it a firearm. So the Canadian government doesn't consider it a firearm, so you don't actually have to have a license to own it. But there's other classes in the sale that are both, so we've got the antique class, we've got Prohib 12.6 class, those that know what that is, and restricted class. So there's a bit of everything. But this is a little French designed palm pistol. That's how you open it and get it loaded. And then it would just be a multi-shot piece that you would squeeze like that. I won't squeeze it and operate the action. But those are coming up. For now, we have the sale for January 29th, and that's a one-day Sunday sale. We'll start at 9 o'clock, open at 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll start selling at 10 o'clock. 11802 145th Street, Edmonton, Alberta is the address. Viewing will be on the Friday the 27th from 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock. Phone number not even close. 780-451-4549 is the office, and we'll have that in the verbiage down at the bottom or wherever. You're going to see more social media activity from us this year, both with Twitter and Facebook. So I think there's soon, if not now, there'll be links on our website to join those and whatever. And we'll treat it just like we do our emails, where we're not going to overload have a post every 5 minutes like some people do. So for this sale, we actually have 3 or 4 different sets of sterling flatware. This one is a Burke's Chantilly. Down there's an International Silver Rhythm. There's another one here that really we just have it called as a mid-century design. We haven't looked at it, found a pattern, but that's International Sterling. And there's a Northumbria cello down there. And a lot of the other pieces in this cabinet are sterling, and there's just a great selection. We're going to jump over to the other side of the room and sort of give you the quick tour now that I've already spent probably 3 or 4 minutes. So let's pop over there. Okay, by way of a quick tour of the building, to give you the lay of the land, we've got some great pieces. Hall stand. This clock has just been ticking away like crazy since we brought it in here. The long case clock, antique wall foam. There is some modern, semi-modern pieces in there. This one used to be a wardrobe, and then they sort of repurposed it into this interesting cupboard unit. I think it needs a little bit of adjustment there, but it's pretty neat. Mid-century cherry wood piece here. This is a top and bottom, so it is easier to move around inside there. I do need the camera to sort of pop around this way, just to show the front of this screen. We have seen this before, but take a look at the carving on this. It's just absolutely fantastic. This is 239. Have a look in the catalog or the pictures on the website. You won't be sorry on that one. There's some stuff in the sale in the back of the room that is not actually in the sale. We sort of ran out of catalog space before we got done. Set of Eastlake chairs here. Again, some modern pieces. I want to sort of show this gramophone over here. It's got quite a mechanism on it. I'm not going to try and display the whole thing verbatim, or it's semi-automatic, if you will. And I think I'll screw it up if I try to really display it, but it's a really good quality mechanism. And on the side over here is a volume. And you can actually see the volume inside. And I think if you look at the pictures on the website, you will find photographs of it. 581 is the lot. And it's just a great looking mechanism. just let that do its thing and ignore it for now. Some other mid-century pieces here. This dolly is wonderful. This is for holding barrels around on, all adjustable. That's got a great decorative look to it here. Victorian chairs, a set of 6 of these Victorian chairs. They were being used around this table. They don't necessarily go with it. Great regulator clock. The same as last sale, we had some nice antique hanging lamps and other oil lamps, and we have some more in this sale as well. Some of them have been electrified. Most of them, fortunately, have not. With some great chairs and tables off camera there. Some more antique clocks, some great artwork. Again, everything's on the website. This particular one has an electrified font and a regular one, so you can have both depending on your mood. And again, more semi-contemporary pieces here in both this big table and chairs and this chest on chest. Excellent quality, but not antique, which is fine too. This Mission, or very Mission style brass ceiling fixture, came out of a house in Edmonton here, and each light is actually independent, which is really quite nice. Triple curved glass, original finish by the looks of it, Canadiana or Eastern American china cabinet with these unusual quarter cut wrapped pillars on there. You know, again, more semi-contemporary, more cool oil lamps, retail cabinet here. This phone, I don't even know what to say about this phone, otherwise I'm sure it works. It's the coolest thing ever though, if you happen to have a log cabin or if you live next door to the Flintstones or something. Big heavy quarter cut oak table here. Look at the, if you can see it on the camera, the big carved paw feet on that. 3 or 4 leaves to go in it. See the size of this cork cupboard next to me? Nice medium size or small, you know, we used to call them apartment size. I don't know if that's a fair term, but it's not a monster. You can fit it in anywhere. This drop front desk, this all clean as a whistle. You can see how this is all room ready product, furniture and so on to go home with you. Lots of East Asian pieces in the sale. You'll see mostly in the form of smalls. We mentioned some other pieces already, but mostly in the form of smalls, from clay works to pottery to watercolors to you name it. That's all in there. Another gramophone here with the external horn. Haven't tried it, I'm not sure if it works, but probably. In the cabinet here, we've got interesting pieces. Biscuit barrels. We don't see too many biscuit barrels anymore. This one's a wave crest. You just don't see wave crest at all. The little cruets there. Some soapstones. Royal Crown Derby, usually call them paperweights, but the little decorative piece down there. This lamp here is my favorite thing in the whole sale, or at least one of them. And again, just like that ceiling fixture, and I believe it even came from the same house, each globe comes on independently. And you can see, without the light on it inside, this is just gorgeous iridescent. It's very Tiffany style iridescent piece of shades on them, and all 4 of them are there. Nice writing slope here, or desk organizer, desk, library table, if you will. A couple of unique little chairs. These came from the same house, obviously, but each of them have their own unique design to them. They're separate, but the same. There's miscellaneous shelves over there. You've seen there's more hanging fixtures over there. There's some unframed limited edition artworks there. Again, off camera is a quarter cut oak tabletop 78 RPM gramophone. Some mid-century modern tables here. There's a sitar over there. A Canadian, Hoosier style cabinet. People call them Hoosiers, but only Hoosier brands are. But it still has the roll-up compartment, pull-out writing surface, another gramophone. All room-ready pieces. Interesting wall hanging here of the Great Wall. Ready to go home, ribbon grain mahogany vanity here. And again, these are so many pieces that are just room ready. We've already looked at the silver over there. There's some collector coins and paper money. Not a huge volume of it this time, but some neat pieces, including a 1967 decimal set with the gold coin there. And there's some other pieces, and we've put them into nice lots so that you're buying a substantial little amount of them. So it's a great add to the collection. Jewelry, good selection of jewelry, everything from sterling pieces in larger lots to costume in huge lots, including some bag lots over there. But we have some wonderful pieces of appraised jewelry. These are all the appraisals. So there's quite a few pieces of appraised jewelry. And those of you that are used to us know that we stand behind our appraisals on these. And they're not like some of the places where you're buying, whether it's online or whatever, and you've got these appraisals that are from nondescript, unidentified companies, and they're inflated and all the rest of it. Not in our case. We stand behind them. So you can get it reappraised, a day after the sale. It's going to be within a reasonable margin of what we have here. This particular one, I think, is appraised at $3,000. There's another one here. This is $2,900. So they're just good retail replacement appraisals. There's earrings on here. There's rings. There's more earrings in the case here. There's just a really nice selection of up-to-date designs and some vintagey designs as well. Big huge bags of costume in this cabinet. Lots of Asian porcelain here. Do your research on those. There's some terrific pieces, plus some English pieces in the form of Dalton and whatnot. There's toys in the sale. There's of course your teapots and cream and sugars and teacups and all that sort of thing. Horse tie here. These are probably for the large silver tops and so on. This is lot number 52. Yeah, we describe as best we can in the catalog. So there's lots of information on there, not just in the form of photographs, which photograph says 1,000 words, but we also add a few words. So there's like 1,012 words if you factor it that way. Some great antique porcelains here. Quite a few pieces. Well, this one here has, and you can even have confidence picking it up, the old mechanical repairs. So this handle was actually broken off and they fixed it with staples. I mean, I can't even imagine the skill set involved in doing that. So to me, that in itself is a selling feature. So again, as we go up and down the rows, you're going to see some nice artwork. There's a whole other row that we won't show you. There's a neat phone here. There's another one, I think we passed it over there. This is a Western Electric, and this is lot number 40. It's hand crank. I think the consignor indicated that it was designed to be explosion proof. I think I was a bit vague on that when we talked about it. Is the cover just to be weatherproof, so it's outdoors, or is it explosion proof? I don't know, but it is a Western Electric. That's where you have some fun. You do some homework. You look at the photographs. You look at a description. You look up what you think it is and kind of make your own interpretation, and that's how you find treasures. So great cloisonne here, crystal, Royal Albert. There's Guy stuff in the form of the carpenter's planes and so on. So there's a lot of the lamps are the Guy stuff. The interesting lamps, are they student lamps? They're just lamps. There's pewter. Again, there's a whole other row I see over there. There's toys, tin plate toys. There's artwork. There's typewriters. There's you name it over there. There's Lionel trains and behind us there. Again, the list just goes on and on. So if you go to wardsauctions.com, you'll be able to see everything we've talked about, and largely you're probably linking from there to get to this video anyway. So again, recap, it is Sunday, January 29th, starting at 10 in the morning, and we'll open the doors at 9 in the morning. So we're starting a little bit earlier because it's just a one-day sale. It's about 500 lots. Then there is a viewing on the Friday the 27th from 4 o'clock till 8 o'clock. You can certainly phone us, 780-451-4549, and hope to see you at the sale. And again, it's the first sale of the year. Thank you very much for your support of 2016. And even these economic times, we got through it all together, and we'll just carry on, and hopefully we'll do the same for 2017. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the sale.